gentlemen, welcome to a new video. I think that got cut off, so hi, welcome. Um, I can't sleep, and I was really excited because I was hoping I'd get like a drop, you know? Um, but unfortunately for me, I didn't. Because I grinded out. So I have a story. So basically, point of this video, we're gonna draw these tickets here. I already got the 140 tickets, so this should be fun, right? But the thing that happened is, I've been grinding out gems, and wait, sorry. Um, and so I've been grinding out gems. I finished the entire Seven Deadly Sins quest line, and I actually even started the Four Knights of the Apocalypse quest, right? But I was making good progress on Ragnarok Chapter 8. I was like, oh, let me just start it. And I was at the gym and I was working out. And this is over the course of like a day or two because these take a long time. And like I'm skipping, but I'm doing it in between sets, right? And I get to the final one, 207, towards the apocalypse, and I'm like, yes, I am gonna get 30 gems. Coming soon. My disappointment immeasurable. But yeah, I got the gems for this. I'll probably be grinding this out later because it's 21 quests or 21 episodes, and I'm actually kind of curious because, like, from what I know, the Seven Deadly Sins anime is not good right now, just because of the animation. But the game animation is really good, so I was actually watching or like actually paying attention to what was happening in the final chapter of the Seven Deadly Sins, and I still have the Catastrophe quest line. It's just that I haven't really like gotten into it. But yeah. Right about now I'm at 393 gems used. I didn't get anything, honestly. I haven't gotten any kind of drop. And making me a little anxious because like it's the 30th. I'm like shit, you know. But this is gonna last until the 27th, so I should have the ability to save up enough gems to get to like the 900. It's just the fact that I'm really impatient because I really like the character. I think it looks pretty cool. I think like this Zeldris, like, you know, like semi-aged, like not an old man but not a boy, looks much cooler. But yeah, for what we came here, the 5.5 anniversary Eve special draw. You can just get these by logging in. It lasts 14 days, so after 14 days you won't get any more tickets, but all things considered, it's free tickets and the characters are actually pretty decent. Like you have the older version of Zeldris right there. I feel like this is like a 25-year-old Zeldris, and then this one's like a 50-year-old. Like, life's been tough to him. But let's get to the drawing. Skip. And these are really good, honestly. These kinds of draws, just because one, free coins are always nice. I like to use them for a lot of different activities. Free festival coins are even nicer, and I'll show you why in a bit. Bear in mind, these characters are a little bit outdated at this point. The only one that you can kind of argue is still relevant is Braham, but only if you LR him. And if you're a new player, you're not gonna LR Braham. He takes way too long to do so. And I would recommend not LRing Braham. I would actually recommend LRing what's his name? I know the name for this. It's not Braham. The girl, Elizabeth. The new legend, if you can. Because she's really, really useful. But I was actually kind of thinking about it, right? So I'm thinking about the way that this particular 5.5 anniversary is structured, right? And I was thinking about another thing, because I'm going to make a video on, well, I already made a video, but I'm gonna make another video basically on how busted the Elizabeth and King team is, especially once you add in Brahim. Like, they're broken, and I didn't get lucky. I only got a couple of SRs. That's okay though. Well, the reason you want to save up your SRs, don't do this. I only grab these if you really like the character. I don't like any particular characters right now, but I did do it in this account for Purgatory Meliodas because I thought he was really cool. And I also did it, I think, for Festival King, I believe. Yeah, this guy. Well, I regretted it later because he wasn't that good. But what you can use it for, and super useful regardless of your account progression, is these, the time limit dungeon keys. You end up getting SR tokens for that. And those are really useful because you use them to Super Awakening coins. Those are super useful because you use them to Super Awakening characters, and like usually the amount of stats that you get is really significant, so you can never have enough of those. I'm gonna be saving mine right for now because I'm hoping that I get Zeldris. And I gotta say, the rewards for like these aren't bad. Like, SR coins aren't bad. Like, you can use them as an emergency fund for your Super Awakening. I just don't recommend it. But what I like to do on like really big draws like this, I like to save them up for. I don't want to recommend using gold pendants to grab these. The evolution pendants are kind of rare, but at the same time, like, gold is more rare, you know. But I like to use these for the event dungeon keys. Gives me a good amount of XP. Gives me a good amount of stuff, and the rest I usually tend to use it for my stamina recovery potions. And yeah, let me see. Actually, since it's already like 12, it's pretty late. I really do need to go to sleep. Did I get anything? Ooh, winning 1 ticket. What did I win? I guess I got... I was hoping I'd get gems. Like, no offense, but... you know, like, some... Cause see, I got 3rd place. It would have been really nice if I had gotten 1. Cause those 500 gems would have been so useful. Could have made a whole ass video for Zeldris, like leveling him up and stuff. You know, feature content, but it is what it is. And collect. Oh yeah, so I was thinking about the event. I feel like Zeldris is a bit of a hit or miss character right now. Not because he's bad. It's his kit's really good. The damage dealing. Sorry, God, I was drinking some water. Sorry. Okay. He's not bad for damage dealing. I think his main issue is that he doesn't have a recent team to support him, right? What I mean by that is, like, let's say, because I was fighting a demon team for Zeldris against the Zeldris team, and they had Gelda, they had Meliodas and Liz, and they had Zeldris, right? And it's not a bad setup for a team, but Gelda is a little bit old, and Meliodas and Liz is kind of old at this point too. Like, for example, King and Diane, like, they have a whole team behind them, and the synergy is insane, whereas the Demon King's kind of like the thing that really is boosting everybody up, and he doesn't really synergize with Mel, the other anniversary character, because, like, well, Mel, that particular Mel, the Berserk Mel, he's actually for goddess teams. So if they had actually made him for a demon team slash like like a hybrid like they usually do now, like oh if or like if all allies are demons then you get this effect, or if all allies are what do you call that, um are goddesses, you get this effect. But this particular character, the Angel of Despair Mel, he is just towards goddesses and has no benefits for demons, which maybe that would have made him overpowered. But yeah, I just feel like this particular anniversary is a little bit lackluster compared to the actual anniversary. But again, it kind of makes sense because it's a half anniversary celebration. Like they're doing this to keep up hype, like for the game. Like this game has been alive for 7 years now, or no, I'm dumb. It's been alive for 5 years now. So as the game's evolved and like you're trying to get attention, you're trying to keep it like fresh. Like it gets harder and harder, especially when you really want to save like the really good characters for the anniversary, the actual anniversary. So yeah, I mean, I hesitate to say like he's gonna come back, but that's kind of the reality. It's a really good lineup on the first couple. For example, like you have Gother, Peaceful Wandering, um, Demon King Meliodas, Thor, the God of Thunder, Young Knight Lancelot, um, Escanor. He's old, but he could rock. Elizabeth of Eternal Rebirth, Male. Those guys are kind of old, but again, they're not bad characters. And then on top of that, like you get another really good character with Hale, especially this particular Hale. In PvP, she really rocks. If she can survive, it's just that she's kind of outpaced for damage. So that's what I'm saying. Like this 5.5 anniversary isn't bad. It's just a little lackluster compared to the actual anniversary, and that makes sense. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I wish I had gotten Zeldris sooner or already, but just gotta be patient. I still have 27 days. It's the 30th. That's still 28 days technically speaking, because I think July ends on 31st. But regardless, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And as always, I really hope you have a good day. And thanks for watching.